Nominate the youth sports volunteer that you know for the Hercules Hero of the Week. Submit your nomination at KSLSports.com/contest. And then listen every Thursday afternoon to JJ and Alex for the winner. Help us celebrate the efforts of those volunteers making an impact with the Hercules Hero of the Week. And it's sponsored by Hercules Credit Union and Beehive Meals.
Home Run Derby. The Dodgers have the Home Run Derby champ for the first time in the 40-year history of Home Run Derby. Should we get Larry the Laker, who probably has the alter ego Donnie the Dodger or something? He's been on enough talking about the Dodgers. I'm sure he loves them. Does it matter? Do they care?
Yeah.
Is it a big deal?
You won the in-season NBA tournament championship and the Home Run Derby championship.
L.A. City of Champions.
Yeah.
The Home Run
Just
Derby
racking
champ.
them up.
Home Run Derby champ and NBA Cup champ.
Right.
Yay.
Separated by a mere 8 months. There's something to be said for that. I mean, come on.
Home Run Derby or Slam Dunk Contest? You love to argue stuff. Can you actually argue Slam Dunk Contest? I don't think it's very close. Home Run Derby.
Oh, I would disagree.
I'm sure you would. I just want to see how you're going to argue this.
Easy.
Why?
Because I think that's the highlight of the non-game activity.
I think the three-point shootout is. They try to make the Slam Dunk Contest but it routinely disappoints.
Oh, I don't think it does.
The biggest players won't compete. Big-time stars you want to see rarely compete. You get a lot of, and then it's judged.
That doesn't
and
make
that
that,
gets
but
everybody.
that's the beauty of it is they don't compete.
And then, how is that the beauty of it?
Because we had the white dude who went to Georgetown and Texas Tech and is not even in the league winning it. It's like Britton Covey. Why is he so popular? He's, as he says, he's a 5'8", 160 guy, and he's white in a league that is dominating by black folks. And so it is unusual, right? Calvin Johnson, we just talked about him. Well, duh, look at the man. He's a steamroller.
There's a reason he got nicknamed Megatron.
Yes.
He's so big he looks like a cartoon character.
Yes. And Metcalf over there in Seattle. Look at him go. He's a locomotive.
Nobody can bring that man down. Just running people over and
Yeah.
then running away from them. You shouldn't have that combination of power and speed.
Wait, what's the guy's
see,
name?
the
What
thing
was his
is-
name, Yock? The Georgetown guy that went to Tech.
Mac McClung.
Yeah. So you got him and you got Spud Webb. Spud Webb, when did he win it? In 1945?
No, he won in the 80s.
I know, but that's
Late
just
80s.
for 20-year-olds, that's the
It
same
does.
thing.
It feels the same way. It does.
And that's why it was fun, because what is he, 5'6",
Yes,
5'7",
but-
5'8"?
But in that era, Michael Jordan did dunk contests, and he was the guy everybody wanted to see, and he did them.
Right, so I don't need to see it again. It's the same thing in the home run deal. Bryce Harper isn't
Bryce Harper
playing.
did, yeah.
Freaking Shohei Ohtani, Mr. All-World Baseball player. No, we don't want to mess up his swing. He didn't do it. And yet it was still there. The place was packed, and you got Eduardo Perez and the other guys. Oh! Every time the ball goes in the air. I mean, it cracks me up. What you expect it to do?
That, to me, is the reason why David says neither one boring.
No.
Because I know you can dunk. You're in the NBA. You were probably dunking when you were 14. I know. I see you throw down amazing dunks over 7-footers in games. Now I'm supposed to be thrilled because you're
Yeah.
dunking in a contest where there's no one else on the floor.
Because it's for fun. Loosen up, Edith.
And then
My
home run
goodness.
derby. I see you hit 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. Now you're launching batting
Yeah,
practice.
because you have to.
Of course you're launching batting practice.
But it's fun, man. What a stick in the mud, Yock. Jeez. Did you forget to put your teeth in this morning?
Old timer. No.
It's fun. The slam dunk thing is fun. It's the highlight
GR.
of the whole weekend.
Home run derby. No judging. Just the scoring.
Right. Speaking of no judging, where the crap was Aaron Judge?
Yeah.
He should be doing it.
He should.
So your idea of the argument, well, the guys who are supposed to that I want to see aren't doing it, so I'm going to go home run derby. Duh. That argument took a half a second to shoot down. I mean, come on.
And that's why David's right. Neither.
No. That's you got to make a stand once in your life. You'll feel better. Be accounted for something. Go and do something. Then I like the home run derby. Not neither. I'm gonna waffle. I mean, come on.
DC Johnson, I'd rather take a nap.
Then take a nap. And when you wake up, you'll be just as bored as before you went and took the nap. And you'll be just as frustrated. Enjoy it. That's what it's there for. Use it, Rosie. That's what it's there for.
We do have a Dodger fan here. Go Dodgers. First time in history a Dodger player wins the home run derby. Exclamation point.
Teoscar Hernandez. Guy's a good dude. I've been told he's a good dude. You like to see good dudes. He's a Dominican guy, but he speaks perfect English. And he'll crack jokes. He's having a nice season for them. Another pickup because they got unlimited amounts of money.
Got a few mil lying around over here.
Yeah, for sure. All the injuries that they've had is because the injuries that they've had would decimate a team with a mid-level payroll.
Yes. Your $10 or $20 million guy goes down, you just get another $10 or $20 million guy.
Yeah. I mean,
but this mid-level payroll over here can't do that.
Out. Muncy has been out, the third baseman. They've got 16 pitchers, but they still have a 7-game lead. And because I don't know, they can't overcome it if that's the case when they get to the postseason. And hopefully for them, that and those long-suffering Dodger fans who've had to agonize through horrific seasons year after year after year, they'll be able to.
How many straight division titles do they work on? And they don't really even
they didn't
care.
win a couple years back because the Giants had a season out of nowhere. And I think they won 110 games, and then the Dodgers won 106, something like that. But other than that, it's been like 10 or 11. You don't need to look it up.
I'm going to look it up. 10 or 11 isn't good enough. I want to know precisely.
But they had the one season where it didn't happen for them. But you take yourself out of the discussion when you look stuff up. You don't realize that. And I end up talking to Keyshawn Johnson.
What does Keyshawn have to say for himself?
I don't know, but he's making hand gestures on the TV right now. Somebody was watching FS1 last night.
And left it up for us.
Yeah. Well, there's the remotes if you want to change it. But yeah, I would go home run derby over slam dunk, but slam dunk still entertains me because of I want to see the lesser guys. I've already seen these other dudes. I don't need to see them do it again because you can't do it again. That's the thing about it is
you can't create something that's entertaining because it goes back to there's nobody on the court.
Yeah.
There's nobody on the court. It just looks too easy.
And what would Jordan do for an encore? This is one thing that you can't have an encore.
What would Donovan Mitchell do? I mean, he had the second backboard out there when he won it. You going to roll out a third backboard?
Right. But Blake Griffin jumping over a car.
Now over 2 cars. Let's go, Evel Knievel.
That was awesome. That was just awesome to see that. Blake Griffin.
Cedric Ceballos blindfolded. Could he actually see?
Cedric Ceballos? No, he was blindfolded.
Yeah.
The Cal State Fullerton guy.
Yeah, sure.
Getting out there. No, you think he's a cheater?
See through it.
No, I can see through you. You're just jealous.
Big West Ham dunk champions for 100, Alex.
Come on, man. This is the time to celebrate. The reason why I go home run derby is because there's no judges.
And we had people mention that. There's no judging.
Yeah.
It's just scoring.
Right. If it goes
somebody
over the fence,
throws down,
you get
somebody
a point.
actually throws down some creative dunk, and then somebody gives them an 8.
Right.
What are you doing?
How do you figure that out? Yeah. And I'm not a big judging fan. Ever since the Olympics and the French skaters, or was it the French judge? That really...
It was a French judge.
What was it, the French judge?
Yeah. The Canadian skaters were later given a duplicate gold medal.
Oh, they were?
Yes.
Oh, that's, I checked out at that point.
I don't blame you.
I mean, and my heart was broken over that whole Olympic thing because the editors at the Watchdog didn't think I was good enough.
You didn't actually want to do it, but you wanted to be thought of as being good enough.
I wasn't good enough. And that was about the 25th time in their nonverbal way they told me, you're not good enough. I got you're not good enough right here.
Well, now they're all gone. They've all scattered to the four winds.
All you do is win awards here. I'm just repeatedly told you're not good enough here.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. Right. I should have gone into TV. Then I would have been loved.
You would have hated it and gotten out. With all this popularity, loving stuff.
Yeah, but I made it in that form without having actually sell out. That's the beautiful part.
Now you'd be getting judged on your clicks, so it'd be different. But in that era, everybody had a subscription, so you didn't have to worry about it.
Clicks?
Yep.
I got your clicks right here.
Right here.
What a sad state. You're judged by clicks.
Yep. Which really comes down to the topic. As you have learned, writing in a low-pressure
Right.
environment.
BYU and the Mormons, they're good to go.
There it is. If the clicks are decided when the topic is either chosen or assigned.
Well, next week I'm going to write about the honor code.
See? Bang. Winner.
Let's see.
Back when you were getting a buck a page view, you used to say, well, I could write about whatever the topic. I could write about this, but that'll cost me at a buck a page view.
That's sad. But that's what we've got to do. But I get that they're trying to survive, and that's sad that they're trying to survive. Journalism is trying to survive?
Oh, yeah.
What? I know it's reality, but it drives me nuts that that's the reality of it. It's too important. You see what I'm saying?
I totally see what you're saying, but the reality is
I know.
it's trying to survive,
I know.
and people get information from
I know.
crazy sources. We've sat in here and talked about takes we've seen on social media and what people think, and that's not remotely close to the truth, and for whatever reason, people choose to believe it.
I know all of that.
And it drives
can't
you nuts.
argue with anything
It
you're
drives
saying.
you nuts. It's like you've talked to multiple people who've seen it, and they don't usually agree on anything, and they agree that this is what is happening. Ute and Cougar administrators agree, but the public thinks whatever about the rivalry.
It's crazy. And it's sad
Yeah.
for those of us who came up in it and believe in it. Like I did, not to the degree that I do now. At its core, I believe in it immensely. And it's a level of importance at the local level. It might even be more important at the local level than it is at the national and international, and it's probably just as important at those levels too. The purpose behind the idea of what journalism is.
Right.
Yes. So I take no delight in the suffering and the downturn that it's taken. I'm actually like grateful that I moved into another area and not have to worry about it, and didn't have to worry about it. And I don't want to say grieve, that's too strong, but I have concern for those who have to go through it.
And there doesn't seem to be much anybody can do about it.
I know.
Seems to be trending in the direction it's trending.
Yeah, no doubt
And
about it.
no one person or small group of people can seemingly change that.
Right. I gotcha. That's why, with all the stuff that goes on in the world, why I watch the Home Run Derby, because it's harmless fun. I like harmless fun. I like stupid fun. It's why I watched in the 80s Cheers. It's why I watched Everybody Loves Raymond and King of Queens in the 90s. Because it was harmless, stupid fun. It didn't mean anything. They weren't trying to make any point out of just being stupid. To me, that's a good diversion from the world. I love the band Old Dominion, and the lead singer is a guy named Matthew, and he'll come on and play a couple songs usually, and then they talk a little bit. And he'll say, for the next 2 hours, we want you to forget everything and just enjoy it and have a good time and sing and dance and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what it's about. And that's what I'm going to be doing tonight with Chesney. I'm going to forget about all the crap and just enjoy the music.
Escapism.
Yeah. I'm not looking for, I've never really liked, what's the song? Protest songs.
when you look for movies, you're not looking for historical dramas of painful times. My mother-in-law used to say, "Don't give me a movie with real life."
That might be different, though. No, I went and saw, what was that movie with Wahlberg where they were up on the hill? And, Lone Survivor.
Okay.
So I went, and I knew my wife wouldn't be into that. So I went by myself. Mm-hmm. And when that thing was over, nobody in the audience could speak because you were just so
that heavy.
Humbled that these soldiers and these military people, this is what they went through. So it was good for me to learn. That is a movie, and I got it's embellished and all that stuff.
Right.
But the core of it, that was very humbling. And you walked out of there, and I looked at everybody. Nobody could speak. They couldn't talk because it was so powerful, as you say. So I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't like a steady dose of that. Give me the Tom Cruise jumping off buildings and blowing up stuff and motorcycle chases through some exotic location in Europe where I'll never be. Yeah. So I can see that. So, yeah, mostly yes on that, absolutely. The other stuff, 100%.
DJ PK, when we come back, Bob Casper joins us, Real Golf Radio co-host, the Open Championship this week. Stay with us.